Hi, friends. Cindy and I just returned from 2 amazing weeks in Ireland. And in between some music videos and practice recommendations, I'm going to share a travel log. I had initially thought that I might do some live videos while we were there, but you're on holiday, you're on vacation, and that kind of takes over. And so I didn't worry about doing any video editing or anything. But I do want to share our experience. And so over the next few weeks, I'll just share some of the places we were and things we did. We absolutely loved our trip. And yes, I did have 2 weeks of videos, with a few days where I didn't do something. I recorded things ahead so that I could get all that done. And that way I was free to just enjoy Ireland for a couple of weeks. And it was brilliant. Now, we landed in Dublin, and we didn't start in Belfast, but we landed in Dublin and rented a car from there. And since Cindy and I spent the first 8 years of our married life in England, I still have my British driver's license, and I just love driving on the proper side of the road. That's part of the holiday for me, was driving. I really, really enjoy that. It gave us the ability to go places we couldn't on a tour, and the freedom to just be by ourselves and stop when we wanted, and which we did all the time. But in my first travel log, I want to start in Belfast, because Belfast was a community experience. We've got a great growing community of friends who are helping each other. I never feel like it's just me, and I don't want it to ever be Scott's show. I want this to be our show. You help me. I hope I help you. You comment with each other, and you're helping each other. I think this is so wonderful. Anyway, a really good member of our community lives in Belfast. FeverStockPhoto. That's his YouTube handle, and his name is Jim. James O'Neill of the O'Neills. Anyway, I was so excited, and Cindy was too, that we got to meet Jim. And Jim properly and graciously said, well, let me show you around my town. And so we got, when we landed in Belfast in the evening, that next morning we agreed to meet. And Jim showed us like places that he grew up in. He showed us all over the city. And I'm just going to talk about a few of the parts of Belfast. If you're in Northern Ireland, you've got to stop in Belfast. It is absolutely a beautiful and delightful and historic city for many reasons. And you don't even have to hit all the big tourist spots, but it was great. So anyway, a few of the things. So Cindy and I had agreed to meet Jim, who is the best tour guide that we had in Belfast, although, we did some other toury things. But when you've got a friend who will show you around their own town, and besides that, he and I have been chatting on WhatsApp and on the channel, and it was just so delightful to meet a friend I'd never met, and loved that. So anyway, we agreed to meet at the front gates to Queen's University, because he lives down in that area, and our hotel B&B was down there. And so Cindy and I are looking around at the agreed time, and we don't see him, and we're looking. Somebody sneaks up behind us, and it was Jim. Managed to sneak up behind us and pull his whistle out and start playing. It was perfect, Jim. That was perfect. So He even had a pack of whistles so I could try some of his, which we did later in the day. And he's got a great collection. Um, One of the things Jim did that this is a recommendation that I had, for some silly reason, never thought of. He had a whistle in his pocket. Why hadn't I thought of that? So if you're wearing a jacket pocket, if you've got trousers and your trousers are deep enough and you've got a whistle that's not going to be hurt in your pocket, put it in your pocket, carry it around. You never know when you're going to want to play, right? So I want to share just a few pictures from Belfast. And I'll include definitely pictures of Jim with Cindy and me and Jim and me. It was great. And a couple of places that if you're in Belfast, you've really got to go see. So here is a picture of Jim and me outside the botanical gardens at Queen's University. And if you're on the south side of Belfast, the gardens are lovely. Jim's also a photographer and spends, I think, some time roaming around in there, taking great pictures. We went to the, we toured all the way north, going through, and then we were at the Belfast City Hall. So here we are at the Belfast City Hall. Beautiful building. It is so nice, and it wasn't overcrowded with tourists. A lot of history, a lot of great information. You could spend a long time in the Belfast City Hall. There are some just really nice pubs that you'll see around Belfast, and that's pretty cool as well. It's just a beautiful city. Cindy and I wanted to see the area around the shipyard, and we wanted to see the Titanic building and area, but we weren't necessarily on that tour interested in going in and roaming around through the museum and the tour inside the Titanic. But that is lovely as well. And we even got a chance to sit down and like on a main street, sat outside a pub, and Jim and I played some tunes together. Oh, that was so much fun, Jim. That was an amazing thing. And I think I looked, the three of us walked probably 8 miles around Belfast that day. It was brilliant. Community is so important, so valuable. Friends, people to help, people to just get to know, and people to help us learn to play the whistle better. People who have whistles that we don't have that we can ask questions about. Learn tunes together and just encourage each other. And one of the highlights of our 2 weeks in Ireland was getting to spend the day with Jim. Jim, you are a brilliant tour guide. Thank you for the day, and I look forward to the next time we're in your town, because we're going to do more together. And you and I are this time going to find a trad session and go play at it together, because we didn't get to do that because our second full day in Belfast, Cindy and I just ended up being a bunch of other tours, and one of the tours we did started too late, and it took longer, and we didn't get a chance to reconnect with Jim for dinner that we really wanted to do, and I'm sorry about that. That means I just have to go back, right? So, my friends, no playing in this video, but encouragement. We are a community. We encourage each other. We play together. Stick your whistle in your pocket. Probably need a high D whistle for that. I'm not sure how you'd stick a low D in your pocket, unless you've got that gorgeous Goldfinch 3-piece low D that you could carry around with you wherever you go. So I should have ordered that one instead of the 2-piece. I know I've said that before, but I'll say it again. Until next time, my friends, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, and take advantage of community.